Om Shanti. Good morning. This morning, we'll revise Baba's latest Avyaktwani of 30th November 2005. Avyakt Bab Dada. And the title of the Murli is According to the closeness of time, liberate yourself from limited bondages and become complete and equal. To become complete and equal. Today, Baba was seeing all the complete and equal children everywhere.
Rajit, can you screen the Murli of Baba Malan, which is posted on the group?
What do? I share that Murli?
Didi, we can share if you wish so. If you need the Murli.
Whatever. I have the hard copy.
Yeah. We'll share the screen one.
Yeah.
We'll screen.
Yeah. So I read, right?
Yeah, one second. I have the other Murli opened. I'll just get this transfer once again. Just a minute.
Didi, you can continue. We will start sharing the screen now in a moment.
Today, Baba was seeing all the complete and equal children everywhere. Only the equal children are merged in the Father's heart. The speciality of the children who are equal is that they are always free from obstacles, free from sinful thoughts, humble and pure. Such souls are always free. They are not tied in any type of limited bondage. So ask yourself, Baba is encouraging us to ask self, have you become a soul who has such unlimited freedom? The first freedom is freedom from the consciousness of the body, freedom from the consciousness of the body, to take the support of the body whenever you want, and to become detached from the body whenever you want. Do not be attracted by the body. Secondly, souls who are free will not be in any bondage of old nature or sanskars. Baba is talking about the second bondage. They will be free from old nature and sanskars. Together with that, they will not be attracted to any bodily beings in their relationships and connections. third bondage. While having relationships and connections, they will be detached and loving. So check yourself. Are any small physical organs tying you in bondage? Remember your self-respect. Baba is making us remember. You are a master, almighty authority, Trikaldarshi, Trinetri, and Swadarshan Chakradhari. On the basis of that self-respect, can any of the physical organs attract the children of the Almighty Authority? While seeing the closeness of time, examine yourself. Baba says, examine yourself. Are you able to become free from all bondages within a second? Within a second. Does any such bondage still remain? The practical proof for the last paper and to become number one is to be able to focus your mind and intellect wherever you want in a second and not to fluctuate. For instance, you can go wherever you want with your physical body. Can you not? In the same way, are you able to stabilize yourself in the stage you want with your intellect? Just as through science, a light or might house begins to give light or might everywhere in a second, as soon as you put on the switch. In the same way, when you put on the switch of the thought of awareness, the switch of the thought of awareness, are you able to become a lighthouse and a might house and give souls light and might? When you receive an order to become bodiless in a second, will you become that? Will you not? Or would you have to battle? This practice over a long period of time will be very helpful. Baba says, this practice over a long period of time is now very important. And this will be very helpful. If there isn't the practice over a long period, it will require effort for you to become bodiless at that time. This is why Bab Dada is giving you the signal. Baba is giving us the signal while performing actions throughout the day. Also have this practice. Controlling power of the mind is required for this. Controlling power of the mind. If your mind is under control, none of the physical organs can influence you. All souls now require a blessing of power from you. Souls have this pure desire of you, Master Almighty Authority souls. Without effort, liberate us through your blessings, your drishti, and your vibrations. This is what the souls want now. Everyone is tired from having labored. All of you have become free from laboring, have you not? Or do you have to labor even now? You were told earlier that the easy method to become free from laboring is to be extremely loving to the Father in your heart. Baba is talking about a very easy method to become free from laboring, and that is to have extreme love for the Father in our heart. You Brahmin souls made a promise. The moment you took birth, do you remember that promise? When the Father made you belong to Him and gave you Brahmin life, what was the promise that all of you made for your Brahmin life? To belong to the one Father and none other. That was the promise that we made. Do you remember your promise? Do you? Nod in agreement. Okay. You are waving your hands. Do you remember it firmly, or do you sometimes forget it? Look, you have become those who have forgotten for 63 births. Whereas in this one birth, you have become embodiments of remembrance. So the Father is asking you, children, do you remember the promise of your childhood? Baba is making us remember our promise. He has made it so easy for you. The world is in the Father. We have all relationships with the Father, one Father. You have all attainments from the one Father. It is just the one who teaches you and also sustains you. Everything is in the one. Even if it is the family, the godly family, it is also the one Father's. It is not the family of different fathers. It is just the one family. In the family too, you have spiritual love for one another. It isn't just love, it is spiritual love. Bab Dada is reminding you of the promise you made when you took birth. What other promise did you make? Everyone said to the Father from their heart with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm that everything is yours. That's the promise that we made, that everything is yours. Body, mind, and wealth, all are yours. Whatever you have given to the Father, He has entrusted that to you for you to use for the task. You gave them to the Father. You gave them, did you not? Or do you take them back a little? When you take them back, that is being dishonest with whatever is entrusted to you. Some children say when they have a heart-to-heart conversation, my mind is distressed. Where did my mind come from? When children talk to Baba and they say that my mind is distressed. Now on that, Baba is asking, Where did my mind come from? When you have surrendered mind to yours, where did my mind come from? All of you have become emperors without even a shell. Now nothing is yours. Baba says, now nothing is yours. You are without a shell, and yet you are emperors. Why? The Father's treasures have become your treasures, and you are the emperors. Are you not? God's treasures are the children's treasures. So Bab Dada is reminding you of your promises. Do not make yours become mine. The Father says, since the Father has made you prosperous with godly treasures, He also took the responsibility. With which words? Baba says, remember me, and you have a right to all attainments. Simply remember me. Baba is encouraging us that remember me and you have a right to all attainments. Simply remember me. And you said, I am yours and you are mine. This is a promise, is it not? So the Father says, constantly use the treasure for yourself and for all souls. The more you use them, the more the treasures will increase. You have the treasures of all powers. What treasures do we have? Treasure of all powers. So use all the powers. Do not simply keep this knowledge in your intellect. I am an almighty authority, but use all the powers for service according to the time. In the chart of the majority of the children, Bab Dada has seen that if you remember two powers and use them at the right time, you would always remain free from obstacles. The obstacles would not then have the courage to come in front of you. This is a guarantee from the Father. Father is giving us a guarantee. In fact, you need all the powers, but it has been seen that in the majority, the power of tolerance and the power of realization are needed. Baba this time is emphasizing on two powers, the power of tolerance and the power of realization. Do you realize? But there is a less attention paid to putting that into a practical form. This is why when you do realize your face and behavior change, you have very good zeal and enthusiasm. Yes, I have realized. But what happens then? We do realize. But then what happens? All of you are experienced in this. Are you not? What happens then? There is something lacking in putting that into your form at every moment. Because you have to become the embodiment here. Simply to know with your intellect is a different matter. However, There is a need to put that into your form. Sometimes Bab Dada feels mercy for some children. The father understands that the children are not able to make effort. And so, instead of letting the children do it, the father wants to do it. However, the secret of the drama is that whoever does something receives the return of it. This is why, although Bab Dada definitely cooperates, it is still you children who have to do it. Bab Dada has seen that children have very good thoughts. At Amrit Vela, Bab Dada receives many garlands of very good thoughts. I will do this, I will do that, I will do the other. Even Bab Dada becomes happy. Wah, children, wah. Then why do you become weak in doing it? Baba questions. At Amrit Vela, you create good thoughts. Then why do you become weak in doing it? It has been seen that the reason for that is the atmosphere in the gathering of the Brahmin family. In some cases, the atmosphere is weak, and that quickly affects you. And then, should Baba tell you what their language is? The language then is very sweet. The language is, this happens all the time. This happens anyway. What thoughts should you have at such a time? When you think this happens, this continues, it brings carelessness. So at that time, you should change that language. Baba is saying that we should change our language. What are the father's orders? What does the father prefer? What is it that the father likes? Has the father said this? Did he do this? If you remember the father, carelessness finishes, and there will be zeal and enthusiasm. There are many types of carelessness. Have a class among yourselves about this. Make a list. Baba is saying, have a class among yourselves on the many types of carelessness. Make a list. One is ordinary carelessness, and the other is royal carelessness. So carelessness doesn't allow there to be determination. If we are careless, there cannot be determination. And determination is the basis of success. This is why it remains as thought and doesn't become your form. So what did you hear today? You were reminded of your promises, were you not? You make such good promises that even Bab Dada becomes pleased on hearing the promises. However, you don't take such benefit as the promises you make. So this is what Bab Dada wants. You ask what Bab Dada wants of you. Do you not? This is what Bab Dada wants. Become ever ready before time. Baba is very clear. This is what Baba wants. This is what he prefers. This is what he likes. That we become ever ready before time. Time should not become your master. You are the masters of time. Therefore, Bab Dada wants you children to become complete before time and to be revealed with the Father on the world stage. The new children who have come to meet Baba, raise your hands. Raise your hands high. Okay. Bab Dada is pleased to see the new children. The fortunate children have come here to claim their fortune. Therefore, congratulations, congratulations. Now, out of all the new children who have come, we shall see who performs wonders. Although you have come later, you can definitely go ahead. All the results reach Bap Dada. Acha. This time, it was the turn of Delhi and Agra to serve. Baba says to them, those from Delhi, raise your hands. You have done very well. You have taken the chance. Many teachers have also come. It is good. Bab Dada is pleased to see the teachers. Why? Why is Bab Dada pleased to see the teachers? You have claimed a right to the father's gaddi. Bab Dada always calls the teachers his brothers. You became servers, the same as the father. Householders have also come. Kumaris have come. And Kumars have also come. Now demonstrate some newness in Delhi. You have had the mega program. You have had many conferences. And you have had many programs for the different professions. Now, what newness will you show? Have those from Delhi made new plans? Have you? Are you making any? Bab Dada receives reports of the service of the different professions. But out of all the professions that have been served for so many years, you have not brought in front of Baba a group of fast, intense effort makers from those professions. You have not yet brought a bouquet. Okay. Put aside a big rosary. At least bring a bouquet. An example is needed from each profession who can become a mic and also a mite. Not just a mic. He should be a mite and also a mic. Then, hearing his experience, others can also feel enthusiastic. Bab Dada wants one from every profession, a group that can become worthy to serve the world. It is good. Those from Delhi, you will make Delhi your kingdom. Therefore, first of all, create such an atmosphere in Delhi. The sound from Delhi easily spreads everywhere. and that is a fact. You have done well. You have taken a chance. Half the class seems to be Delhi. Now show some newness. Next time, come with some newness. Baba is not saying this to just those from Delhi. Any zone can come with a new plan, and Bab Dada will give them blessings of extra love and power. Blessings of extra love and power. You are doing whatever you are doing, but let there now be a new plan. Baba wants a new plan. Going on pilgrimages and making them fill in forms. A lot of that has happened. Now create a new plan. Many conferences have taken place. Many programs have been held. Think, Delhi should be number one because Delhi is in everyone's vision. And just look, according to the drama, Delhi was the first place of service. Even if it was just on the banks of the river Jamuna, it began there, did it not? You have to rule on the banks of the river Jamuna. And so service also began on the banks of the river Jamuna. Now take number one in this too. You are good. You are those who will make new plans. And Bab Dada is seeing that there are those who can do this. He's seeing them. So congratulations to those from Delhi. However, if you create a new plan, you will be given multi-million congratulations. Baba is so much emphasizing on creating new plans. And then 950 have come in the youth group. 950. Baba says, Acha, a big group has come. Bab Dada has heard the news. You are making plans for a pilgrimage. However, Bab Dada's desire is that all the zones everywhere should have a report in which they write how many youths there are in each zone, their names, places, and the practical transformation they have had. This should then be given to the government. The government itself will invite the youths, but first of all, let there be a book of transformation in which there are everyone's name, their place, and their transformation. In short, not in great detail, which can be given to them. Then the government itself will invite the youths. So make such a plan. How many have come now? Baba was told 950. Baba says this is a small number. There must be thousands of youth. Make a good book of theirs, showing their transformation, because people don't just see what transformation took place, but whether they are firm in that, this result is needed. The government is spending a lot of money on young people. Now show some wonders of transformation. It is good. Bab Dada has seen that the youth group is always doing one task or another. You pay attention to service. Therefore, showing this by transforming yourselves, you have had training, have you not? All of you have come here for training, have you not? So show the training you have taken through practical results, and then the whole family will congratulate you. Acha. Now to double foreigners. It is good that the double foreigners are paying good attention to the self and also to service. However, you just have to add a little something to that. You have to underline it. Whatever thought of transformation you have, and it is with good zeal and enthusiasm and courage that you have it, simply continue to underline it. I have to do this. I have to change. I have to change myself and change the world. Continue to underline determination again and again. Baba says, continue to underline determination, this quality, again and again. However, otherwise, Bab Dada is pleased. There is expansion and there is also attention paid to service and to the self. However, there has to be complete attention. Baba is encouraging us to have complete attention. There is attention, but in between, there is also a little tension, and that definitely has to finish. Nevertheless, you have good courage. Congratulations for your courage. All those who are sitting here together with the Father are giving you congratulations for your courage. Applaud. Acha. You are all sitting here, but Bab Dada also received lots of love and remembrance from the children sitting far away. And while merging each child in his eyes, Bab Dada is giving each one lots and lots of blessings from his heart, whether from Bharat or abroad. Baba received remembrance from many children through letters and emails. All of them reached Baba. Acha. Bab Dada wants to see the drill of becoming bodiless in a second. If you want to pass at the end, this drill is absolutely essential, very, very important. If you want to pass at the end, this drill is absolutely essential. Therefore, while sitting in such a big gathering, become stable in the stage of being beyond the consciousness of the body. No attraction should attract you. Drill was conducted, and in the end, Baba says, Acha. A wonderful, beautiful Murli. And Baba emphasizing this time so much. on being free from all the bondages. And Baba, in the end, giving Yad Pyar to everybody, to all the intense effort making children everywhere, to all the special souls who are always engaged in the service of transformation, self-transformation, and world transformation, to all the souls who are always karma yogis like Brahma Baba, and free from any attraction of karma and attraction of the physical organs, to the children who are close and equal to the Father, who put into a practical form their every thought and word with determination. Blessings from the heart of Bab Dada, and also accept love and remembrance from the heart and namaste from our end also. Lots and lots of love, remembrance, Yad Pyar, and Namaste to Bap Dada. Should I read this?
In the interest of time, let's stop here and we take a moment of silence before we come back to share our thoughts.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Sure. Sure. So we take a moment of silence and try to recollect what important things, what things we should be paying attention to. Om Shanti. So if we can share our thoughts.
2 points of this, Murli. That's practice constantly that one needs to do is practicing coming in the body and going out of the body. So being nyara and pyara, having that practice. And one thing which I would like to share is this practice, something which I have taken on from last 10 days, that while I sit in meditation, I ensure that the first 10 minutes there is absolute stability in my body. I know it's a little external to be looked at, but that is really working to stabilize the inner self.
Yes, that's so nice.
And the
Stabilizing
second,
the body.
yeah, because the stabilizing of body is actually stabilizing the thought within. I know it's external, it's outward, inward approach, but it's this experiment that is supporting.
Nice.
And the second thing that this Murli speaks about is being attentive to be free from tension. So attention of what? Attention of being soul consciousness. So if we bring this into the Hindi space, it's like Atma pe attention, do to tension will be off. So be always in soul conscious space. Experience that for yourself and experience everyone that comes in your connection as a soul. The third thing is where Baba gives importance to the power of tolerance and power of realization. And I have a question here, Didi, for you. When we say power of realization, no, it's easy to realize that, oh, this is what has happened from my end, but how do I correct it? So, what is really power of realization?
Realization is understanding deep within what is right, what is not. And after realization comes determination. That's the next step. You realize, you understand, and then comes action. Your intellect agrees, you accept, and then the need is to take action on that. And even in this Murli, Baba's emphasized so much that underlying determination again and again. You realize, and that then you put that into action with determination. That's the only thing needed. Only thing, determination. And then everything can be done.
Summarize its power of realization to realize, determine, and come in action.
Yes. And you renew your determination, you think of your determination again and again. It's like watering a plant. So you water your determination again and again in between, and your determination, your determined thought becomes very, very strong. It's only about a strong, determined thought, and everything can be done. After realization comes action, and that can happen only through determination, only determination.
Yeah, so the formula is RDA.
Yes, only. That's the only formula.
Get that. Thank you so much for that.
Anybody else wants to share?
So even I was thinking about this bodiless state. So Baba said that, the last paper is that. So we'll have only 1 second to become bodiless. So, and Baba highlighted that even in the Sunday Murli also, same thing, that it requires long amount of, practice. So the more we practice, and, it comes that in a second you'll be able to go out of the body. So I was looking at some of the aspects, what is blocking. So when I check from my own side, right, sometimes I feel I'm battling to experience that bodiless stage, and sometimes it's so much of a laboring also is done. But sometimes it's all easy. So I think is it because when we do the same practice again and again, the mind is like always look for fresh fruit, right? So is it kind of a boring that I'm feeling? I'm not sure when we do the same practice. So I was thinking to bring in some newness also in that aspects.
Nice.
Yeah, and this practice, right, when we are at work, especially when we are at the field of action, so kind of difficult to do it because often I forget to do it. Okay, though I want to do it, but sometimes I forget to do it, and later I realize, okay, oh, I wanted to do this, and the time has already passed. And sometimes I feel, okay, when I'm busy at something to accomplish, if the work is so important, and then I feel like, well, let me complete this and then become bodiless. That also experience. So
Yeah.
yeah. So how do we intensify this, especially when we are at work or when we all how do I check that I'm progressing here? Just to mention.
Check what?
Progressing here.
It's all about practice at the end of the day. This is what Brahma Baba did, and this is what Baba spoke in yesterday's Murli. It can be monotonous, boring at time. Anything, even physically, exercising, anything. The same thing every day. But this is the only thing that is healthy. So to make it interesting, I can create beautiful, beautiful thoughts. I can bring newness in my thoughts. My new thoughts, my beautiful thought, this can be my creativity. And this can add beauty to whatever I do. Like in this Murli also Baba says, do not labor. And to become free from that, we should have extreme love for the Father in our heart. If we start increasing our love for whatever we do, for whatever Baba teaches, for Baba, then this love, this only element of love will make everything so beautiful. So maybe I should emerge this quality of love more often in my heart, practicing more of love. And that will make everything very, very easy and beautiful. And once I start progressing, how do I measure it? The only measure is that there will be so much of happiness, there will be so much of lightness, there will be so much of goodness in me. This feel-good factor will make me realize that I'm progressing, I'm doing well. There are so many ways, even when I'm working, there are so many ways that can help me. On mobile also, there are so many applications, and there are this application like B Zone, where there is music that is played every hour. Every hour, 1 minute, some soft meditation music. And during when that music is being played, we can practice being bodiless. So there are many ways, there are many things that can help me. So if we can use these tools, it will be very, very helpful. So we'll have to figure out what to do. Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you, sister. So we'll have to create our own yuktis, right?
We'll have to create our
Yeah,
own,
to remind us.
and that
Thank you.
will create my success story.
Thank you, sister. Thank you very
Baba.
much.
Shanti, sister, good morning.
Shanti, good morning.
One thing that struck me as a thunderbolt is once I say that my mind is sad, my mind is occupied, that actually doesn't make sense, because now we have said that what is mine is yours. And then it is really silly to ask it back and say that my mind, I mean, to get into that consciousness of my mind, and then again saying it is sad. Baba is ever happy. He's a master ocean of happy peace. So once it is his, we also are supposed to experience the same. But the consciousness of mind, once it comes, it gets into trouble. So that realization struck me very hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it is better to leave it with him and follow us. Yes, sister, please.
Baba said so beautifully, change your language. That's such a beautiful formula, very empowering. You change your language. Not mine, but yours. You replace it. So if I say, Baba, your mind. So if for a few days, if I keep on doing this, it's Baba's mind, Baba's thoughts, Baba's feelings. If I only change the language, the whole programming will change inside. So one small change of language will change everything inside and outside. So this is actually so beautiful that we work on this from mind to ears. Huh? Baba's mind. So if I refer to my mind, if I talk to my mind that you are now Baba's, you are Baba's mind, and then things will change now. This is training my mind.
Yes, right, sister.
Yeah. We'll meditate for a minute.
Yes, Didi.
This morning, sitting quietly. To my third eye of knowledge, inside this huge body, I visualize a tiny point of light. And for some seconds now, I keep on looking at this point of light, realizing that this is me. My body has melted. I am bodiless, without a body now, without an external covering, being simply me, myself, simply a point of light, realizing, feeling deeply that this is me. I feel my light. I feel my might. And this is such a great feeling. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Have a great day
Yeah.
today.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Arshaben. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow. Until then, you all have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.